One of the big problems that we've been facing in school since I was in school, and that was in the late 90s, is kids dropping out. It's not in every school, but we do have a concerning dropout rate in our country. There are many factors that contribute to why students drop out. Some are family factors like poverty, low expectations, abuse, mobility of family, parents' level of education, language and literacy levels. Others are individual factors like lack of future orientation, inadequate peer relationships, drug abuse, pregnancy, special learning needs, depression. This isn't just a problem for our schools at the moment. This has a continuous impact on our society. It has an impact on our workforce. It has an impact on our economy. This has an impact on so many things other than our state accountability. As educators, I think we look at it from our unique lens, but at the end of the day, this has major implications on a lot of parts of our country. This is why average daily attendance matters. A student coming to school consistently from kindergarten through 12th grade is more likely to not drop out of school and graduate. That's why there's such an emphasis on chronic absenteeism. But in order for us to understand why we have this problem, we first need to understand why kids don't want to come to school. But oftentimes that conversation goes into why kids should go to school. That's not the conversation we're trying to have. So because of that, I want to personalize this a little bit. I want to talk about your New Year's resolution. I'm not going to put anybody on the spot by asking what your New Year's resolution was, and most importantly, not asking you what is the status of the success of your New Year's resolution right now. I'm going to be very general, but I'm going to focus on the most common New Year's resolution that most people establish. People want to get in shape. New year, new me, right? This is generally how it looks: join a gym, work out, lose weight. Sounds like a plan. But even with that plan, most people don't meet it. It's such a common resolution that 66% of Americans decide they want to get into shape. The crazy part is 73% of those 66% of Americans that made this their New Year's resolution gave up on this goal prior to meeting it. It's understandable because anybody who's ever gotten into shape knows it's not easy. You go to the gym, you work out real hard, you go home, you eat right, and then you go to bed, and then you think, I got to do this tomorrow. And then the next day. And then the next day, and then you go to Whataburger. So if we're being honest, one of the reasons why it's so hard for people to meet that goal is because they're out of shape. And the more you're out of shape, the harder it is for you to meet that goal. Therefore, the more likely that you might give up on that goal. So if you take this and put it in a school context, do you think it's possible that some of our kids that have severe academic deficiencies are coming to school in August making a new school year resolution? And these resolutions are, I'm going to go to class, do my work, and I'm going to pass. Like, do we really think that kids come to school on the first day of school to eventually drop out by September or October? The reality is being in 10th grade and reading on a 4th grade level is the equivalent of going to the gym weighing 275 pounds when your ideal weight is 185. Yeah, when you put it like that, I might not make it to Halloween. Sometimes we oversimplify how hard it is for our students. Yeah, it makes sense to go to school, learn, graduate, and go to college, or go get a decent job. But it's just not that simple. Now let's look at why students say they drop out. Reasons are didn't like school, didn't like the teacher, didn't see value in the work being asked to do, family issues, needed to work for money, picked on or bullied, felt no adults in school cared about me, work was too easy. Of those 8 reasons, there's only 2 of them that we don't have any control over. The rest we can have an impact on, especially the one where 25% said felt like no adults cared about me in the school. That is the number one thing that we can have a direct impact on right now. I don't care how bad a teacher is when it comes to instruction, anybody in that building can make a student feel like you care about them. That's a matter of if you want the students to feel like you care about them. But that's something that we have complete control over.